of a promise kept by Lafcadio Hearn. This story depicts about a man who keeps and fulfills his promise by killing himself. The story happened in the particular day of Festival Koyu, and that was the ninth day of the ninth month. The time was autumn and the place was the village of Katu, in the province of Harima. Akana was an Izumo samurai. He wanted to visit his birthplace Izumo. Akana Suyumon bids goodbye several hundred years ago to his brother by adoption. Hasibi Simonon said that he shall return in the early autumn. They agreed that he will be back in a particular day of Festival Kuyu, and that is the ninth day of the ninth month. Akana Soyumon strode away the village of Kato in the ravine of Harima, and Hasibi Simon, and his mother looked after him with tears in their eyes. The autumn came. Hasibi prepared to welcome his adopted brother. He made ready a feast of good things, both wine, decorated the guest room, and fulfilled the basis of the alcove with chrysanthemums of two colors. Hasibi's mother said that it will be difficult for Akana to come on that day. But Hasibi has faith in him, so he watched and waited in vain. Just as Hasibi was about to enter their house, he perceived a tall man approaching and quickly. He recognized Akana. Akana fulfilled his promise to his adopted brother, Hasibi Simon. Akana explained why he was late and told what happened on his journey to Izumo. He also told the cruelty of Lord Tunisia, the new ruler. Then, he instantly disappeared. Hasibi Simon knew that Akana Suyumon killed himself in order to fulfill his promise. He set out of Castle Tonda. He sacrificed his own life so that his brother will not be disappointed. He learned that on the night of the ninth day of the ninth month, Akana had performed harakiri in the house of his cousin, Akana Tanji, and reproached Akana Tanji for the treachery done, and slew him in the midst of his family. Akana escaped without hurt. Lord Tunisia heard the story and gave commands that Hasibi should not be pursued. Although he was an unscrupulous and cruel man, Lord Tunisia could respect the love of truth in others and could admire the friendship and courage of Hasibi Simon. The values of this story greatly emphasize the quote, promises are made to be broken, which means that every promises we swear to someone must be fulfilled when the right time comes. It is a test for a true gentleman that we don't have to be selfish and never forget what we have promised to someone. Because if we do, people may begin to doubt on you about your character. Although we know that in our society today, most of the people would say that promises will remain promises or promises are meant to be broken because they experience such things. That the person they trust broke every promise they kept. But for me, if you truly value that someone with whom you give your promise is, then you have to make sure that you fulfill every single wish or promise you had. The story also stressed out the value of brotherhood, wherein Hasibi Simon and Akana had, even though they're not really brothers by blood, we can see the story that Akana really valued and loved his brother to the extent that he even killed himself just to fulfill what he promised to him. We cannot really reflect to this value into our society because there are people that even though we know that they are not our sister brother by blood, but still we treasure and value them as part of our lives, and that make us whole. Thank you for listening, and God bless.